Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And in this video, I actually wanted to do just a quick review and talk about my usage of the Google Pixel Watch 2 LTE version. So if you guys don't know, I actually did used to have the Google Pixel Watch LTE version, the first generation. And I also did a quick review on my usage about that. So I figured that I would get the second generation and do another quick review on that. So I've actually been using this since it came out, and I actually have a third-party band for it, as you can see right there. I actually got that on Amazon, so I really like that. It's a blue band. I really like it. It's, really nice looking, as you can see there. The things that I really like about this compared to the first generation is definitely the usability. And the usability and the smoothness of it, like the smoothness of the UI. It's definitely a lot smoother and more better to navigate, than the first generation was. As you can see here, I'm scrolling pretty fast. And it's not lagging or anything like the first generation was. So they have actually updated the first generation, because the first generation basically gets the same updates as the second generation does. So they might have actually fixed the lagginess with the first generation, but I'm, not 100% sure on that. You guys can let me know if that's the case. I really like the usability of this watch. I really like that it syncs with the Google Pixel 8 that I have, and I've had the Google Pixel 7a and the Google Pixel 7 as well, and they worked, well with that, with the first generation one that I had. It's only $5 extra a month on my T-Mobile bill, which is definitely not bad at all. So I can use this. I mostly use it at work at work. I work at a school, so I mostly use it at work for, keeping track of my steps and stuff. As you can see here, my steps, my heart, my battery life for my phone. As you can see there, I can, keep track of that. I can keep track of the time. Not only that, I can keep track of the day, the date and everything, and the weather and the time, obviously, and stuff like that. And not only that, but I can also keep track of my text messages and my messages on Facebook, and my messages, from other apps and stuff, and ESPN updates, stuff like that. I can make and receive calls, get and receive calls and texts and all that kind of stuff. Directly from my wrist, so it's a really good thing. And another thing, that I really like about it is, it works well, like I said, with the phones, with the Google Pixel phones, and stuff like that. So it's definitely, well integrated, with the Pixel phones and stuff. Another thing that I like is the customability of these. You can use custom watch faces. You can download a bunch of different watch faces from the Google Play Store, and then you can upload them onto the watch itself. You can't really do that with any other watches, like with the you can with Samsung, but you can't with Apple. You can't do stuff like that, with an Apple iPhone or Apple iWatch, Apple Watch, as I should say, not an Apple iWatch. I have been really happy with it. I've been really happy with it, especially with the battery life. The battery life is another big thing that I didn't actually talk about. The battery life is a lot better than the Pixel Watch LTE first generation. It's definitely a lot better. And like I said, you can keep track of the phone battery as well. You can see my phone battery right there. And that's a really good thing, that I can keep track of that. And not only that, my heart rate, my steps, the time, a bunch of other stuff, right on my wrist. I don't have to worry about, reaching in my phone, reaching in my pocket for my phone, all the time, at work or something. That's a really good thing. Not only that, you can keep track of your health. You can use Fitbit, and stuff like that, which is owned by Google. Everything just works really well together, with the earbuds, with the Google Pixel Buds, you can, pause and play your music. I actually use Spotify for my music, so I sometimes, pause it or play it, for my watch. So it's a really good, it's a really good companion to have, especially, considering you can do everything from your wrist, basically. You can also, it has Google Home and everything built into it too, so I can actually show you guys that. And as you can see here, it shows my Google Home devices. I can turn these on or off, from my wrist and stuff. And it's just really, it's really good. You can do a lot of stuff. I'm not even, I'm just scratching the surface of the stuff that you can do. You can turn on airplane mode. You can change the brightness. Turn a flashlight on. They have Google Wallet. You can, let me see here. You can have it on night mode. You can, let me actually go into the settings here. I can show you guys some settings. You can go into the connectivity here. They have Bluetooth, they have Wi-Fi, mobile, NFC, airplane mode, private DNS, display. You can change your watch face. I'm not going to really go too much into that. Adjust brightness, sunlight boost, text size, screen timeout. Go to watch face, always on screen, wrist orientation, gestures. You can come in here and you can turn on tilt to wake, touch to wake. I actually turn that off because it helps with battery life. Rotate crown to wake. I actually keep that on. Touch lock. You can just do a whole bunch of stuff. Apps and notifications. It's basically just like a Google Pixel phone. That's basically what it is. It's just that it's smaller. And obviously you have to have, another line of service to use it unless you use it with Bluetooth only. But, what I really like about it is you can use it, if you use it with Bluetooth, once your phone's out of range, like if I leave my phone somewhere, and I just have my watch on me, I can still receive text or calls, or still make text or calls, even though my phone's out of Bluetooth range. So that's a really nice feature. For only $5 more a month on my T-Mobile bill, that's nothing, to have a feature like that. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to get this, I definitely recommend getting the LTE version, for sure. So you can go down here, you can go into the security. You can have, screen lock. I don't have that on. I don't, really, think that's worth it. You can have display. You can go to the display settings. Like I said, yeah, change watch face. Let me go down here. You can turn on developer options as well. You can go in here and mess with some settings, with developer options. What I actually like to keep on in here is a few settings, actually. Let me go down here. And that's actually the window animation scale, so you can actually make that faster, like you can on your Pixel phone, so on any Android phone, basically. You can come in here and you can turn on, the animation scale. I have them all set to 1x, so it helps make it a little bit faster. And then I also have automatically enable Wi-Fi when charging. I do that because, if I have my data on, I don't want it, draining the data all the time, and stuff like that. So I keep that on. And I also keep this on, mobile battery saver. I don't know what that actually does, but if it helps with battery life, that's why I keep it on. So I just keep that on. And then you can come down here. They have a bunch of other stuff, battery optimization and all that kind of stuff. You can go into system. Let me actually go into the system and show you guys some stuff. I'm actually on Wi-Fi right now, as you guys could see. You can come in here and you can, check for updates. It says Android version 13, security patch February 5th, 2024. Your watch is up to date. And then to manually, I can actually show you guys this as well. To manually check for an update, you can actually tap on this. It's not actually going to do it, but if you keep tapping on the watch icon up there, if there's an update available, it'll actually pop up. If you actually do that, if you keep tapping on that. So that's definitely a thing to keep in mind, if the update doesn't actually show up for you. So definitely do that. If the update doesn't show up for you, you can power off, restart, date and time, input methods, text to speech output, English, diagnostics, about, regulatory information, backup, disconnect and reset, transfer watch, There's a bunch of stuff you can do with it. I'm not going to really get too much into detail. They have vibrations. There's another nice feature that I actually heard them coming out with. There's actually a vibration feature that they're thinking about coming out with for this watch, the LTE version 2. And the Pixel Watch, the original one, the first generation. They're actually thinking about coming out with a vibrating, way to tell time. Like, so when it gets to 11:30, it'll vibrate so you know the time, which is actually really cool. Yeah, that's basically my quick review of the Google Pixel Watch LTE version 2. I definitely recommend getting the LTE version if you're going to get, the watch. If you're going to get a first generation or a second generation, I would definitely recommend, getting the LTE version because, like I said, it's only $5 more a month, and being able to take calls or get messages, or text messages and stuff, from your watch. If you leave your phone somewhere, or you forget your phone or something, is definitely worth that extra $5 a month. So I definitely recommend that. So anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get this quick video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.